I love that shirt. I bet we have a similar wardrobe. I've got a feeling we could be in the same band.
Yeah, maybe, maybe. Thank you very much,
They
sir.
do.
And considering the invitation I received, I believe you are in Los Angeles, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, if so, I hope you are safe at the moment because things
yeah.
are pretty tough there, right?
It's been a terrible time. There was a fire next to my house on the hill, so we got evacuated on the Friday. But that was just a house fire. Someone set a fire or a fire went off. So it was just very dramatic, and we had to evacuate. It's interesting what I evacuated. I
Uh,
mean, I took some guitars, took the kids, two snakes, a rabbit, two guitars, a toothbrush, and some. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. My son brought the safe. My son came out of the house with the safe. Dad, we gotta bring the safe. I was like, what?
for
But
that.
so I had a lot of friends who've lost everything, and it's so the energy is very low and sad. It feels like oof, it's like a national disaster. So, but we do what we can, and trying to all pitch in and donate and give clothes and help. I'm about to, I think, foster some dogs. I love dogs, but I lost my dog a year ago. So I was like, I got a new dog now. There's lots of people left their dogs, but they have to wait. I don't understand that, but they have to wait a few days to just make sure the dogs can't find the owners. It's with the dogs that got lost. So you don't want to go there, take a dog, and someone's like, "Where's my dog?" So you got to wait a couple of days. But I feel quite anxious about that because I want to get a dog. I want to help these dogs. I want to get two, three dogs.
Uh,
I'm traveling a lot, but it's okay. I'm going to make it work. I just feel
yeah,
bad.
everything sounds terrible, mate. I'm really sorry about that. You should come to Brazil before Lollapalooza to spend a time here
Yeah,
just now.
yeah, I do.
So
I would love to come there. How is it in Brazil now? How is it? How are you in Rio?
no, in São Paulo, but
Uh,
it's summer here. It's okay. Like we don't have the same problem as there,
right.
but it's okay. And so I'll start to talk about music. Sorry about that, but the first thing I like to know is about the new album. I believe the name will be I Beat Loneliness. And the last information official I had was that there were 5 songs ready. And how is it today and what will you sound like?
There's 12 songs now, all finished. Um, I finished yesterday, changed a couple of lyrics to try to got rid of a couple of bad lyrics, I didn't like, just kind of just uh changed it a bit. And so we start mixing this week. Friday they start to mix. And it's super heavy, but I always like to find the melodies, so I'm not screaming and anything. And it's just, I mean, I'm really proud of it. I don't know like I live a life where I accept that we all live in bubbles. We live in these, life is so fragmented. So I'm so happy to come to Brazil. I can't tell you, for us when you grow up to be a musician, um, to play in Brazil is the greatest because the greatest audiences. So everyone wants to break America, but play the big festivals in Brazil. That's the DNA of every musician. So for us to be on the cusp of coming, like every year we say, or I say, why not South America? Send us South America. I'm like, beat my managers up and they beat the people up. So we're so happy to be coming there. That's the main thing. Uh, yeah, very happy about that.
And talking about playing in Brazil, you're playing at Lollapalooza on the day that Justin Timberlake is the headliner. On the other two, yeah, Justin Timberlake is the headliner on Sunday that Bush will play. And the other 2 days there will be Olivia Rodrigo and Shawn Mendes, the headliners. And how do you see rock music losing its kind of importance even at events created by the genre itself.
Right. Um, you know, life is always about adaptation and survival. You know, the most important thing is survival. And, you know, the only thing that I can do in my position is write the best songs I can think of. If I write the best songs I can think of and I give the best shows possible, that's all I can do. It does. I mean, I like guitar music. I like rock bands, so I believe in that, you know. But already my job is kind of this beautiful ancient job, right? As sort of a wandering minstrel. I have a few poems and I put them to music, and I have some friends and we turn up and we play them, and so already it's a magical job, and it sounds weird because I thought you were going to say, oh, and the other night, Sepultura and a System of a Down. You know, that's what I thought. You're going to be saying, are you sad you're not playing on the rock night? And so I think that Justin Timberlake might be the heaviest out of those three. But, you know, like I'm just so happy to play that. I don't care who I play with. It's a privilege, and anyone who plays has earned it, you know. And, you know, if people love one genre over another, the others got to make better records that bring people back. That's all it can be. What else you can do? Like I'm like, oh, like I love if any of those people made great records, I love them too, you know. I really enjoy all kinds of music done well.
And by the way, it's been 30 years since the first record, the first hit. And I believe that Bush's immediate success is due to the fact that before the band was formed, you tried your luck in USA with another band. And you were there in tune with what was growing there, and you brought the influence, probably the grunge influence, to Bush. Am I right?
Yeah, of course. You know, at the time I had two other bands in England, but I didn't do the music for them. I was learning guitar, but I wasn't very good at guitar. So nobody asked me to help writing the songs, you know. And when my second band failed, the guy said, we can't do the band anymore. It's not, you know, after 2 years, we do songs, we do shows, but no deals. So he's like, hey, we should just stop. So then I started to write my own songs. And I was embarrassed that I couldn't, you know, I was like looking for a guitar player, and I thought, oh God, how pathetic. You haven't even got any songs. You're like, I can't do that. It's like, how many chords you need? Look at the classic songs, like 4 or 5 chords, like sort your life out. So I was like, sit down and do it. And I found a connection to it, you know, I found a connection to it. And then, you know, that time all the English sound was Britpop, you know, the Kinks, Blur, Oasis, doing that. But I have too much, uh, you know, weight in my heart. And so I liked it when people performed like the Sex Pistols performed, or like when I saw Jane's Addiction and I saw, you know, these American bands and the Sex Pistols just performing so intensely that the music had to be intense. You can't be a crazy Iggy Pop, can't perform like Iggy Pop, but you have music like you know, pop music, you know, or Oasis, something, you know, or straightforward. That suit them, and it's perfect for them. They're brilliant at it, you know. And I think Blur is brilliant. You know, they're brilliant records. But just for me, that's not me. You know, you got to do yourself. And so I connected with that performance thing, and then of course, you know, every artist has to watch what people are doing and take pieces and understand them, and because that's what art is. It's like an exchange. You know, for me, it's an exchange, and you inspire people. I love when people come up and say they've been inspired by my band. You know, it's like it's a legacy.
And you're always on the eye of the hurricane because you were a teenager, you were in London when the punk exploded and Sex Pistols and Buzzcock and everything. You were in America when grunge exploded, so you were kind of a visionary for music.
I was
Like,
just really lucky. I was very lucky. And when I came back, it's ironic because when I began to make the first recordings of Bush, the first songs, one of the first songs we recorded was Come Down. And when I was listening to it in the bath, and the guy I was working with, Nigel, I'd taken the song and he did a great job. He's a very, very great guitar player and really good at putting the songs down, you know. I just come up with the songs. And I suddenly was exhilarated because I was like, wow, all these years of trying to be successful. Like I was in bands where we tried to be successful. I was like, finally, for the first time you're in a band, you've probably missed it now, but you're in a band that's like, you could do something fucking cool. Like leave a thunderbolt, just make something strong and then fail heroically. Don't fail listening to other people's ideas. It failed, And so when I sat in the bath, I was in the bath. I remember I had a green bath. It's weird. I had a green bath, and I just remember thinking, feeling really liberated. I had enough money to paint every day, houses. I made money so I could make rent. I could eat, live very simple, very frugal, no money, but I was proud because I was like, actually, you said you're a musician all these years. Now you're finally doing it. You're not dependent on others. So that was an exhilarating time. It felt really good. And, yeah, I got in a lot of trouble for being inspired by America, but I mean, you can't help it. If something excites you, something excites you, I was like, it felt visceral. I felt it in my DNA.
Okay, and talking about a kind of parallel career, you constantly flirt with the audio visual. You appeared in 7 movies as an actor, if I'm not mistaken, and several TV series. Can you imagine a parallel career in video or even after a career after Butch?
I don't know. I mean, I love the idea of always being available to do interesting stuff. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm doing this TV show. I made a TV show. I have no right to make a TV show. It's like a crazy person. Yeah, I'm going to make this. I'm going to make dinner for someone. I'm going to invite someone famous, and you're going to film it. And for 6 years, people say no, 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 no. And I made a great sizzle of it like 6 years ago. Show it. Look, everyone I show it to. Oh my God, I want to see this, but nobody make it. Nobody touch it. It's like dead. And then we get it made, and so now it's coming out, and so that's a different direction of I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just having dinner with someone. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm having dinner, but why? When I finished the 6 episodes, I was like, I was laughing at myself because I was like, what? Who told you you could do that? It's such a wild thing to do. Like, I was like, I think sort of bluffing it most of the time.
Okay. And one of my favorite questions I prepared, and I like to congratulate you on the name Zuma for one of your children, because I
Mm.
think it's because of Neil Young. And if it's not, don't tell me because I've already created that story in my head.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
also have Kingston, which refers to Jamaica, I suppose, and Daisy Lowy, of course. Do the two boys who are
And
almost
Apollo.
adults,
Yeah.
yeah, do they tend to follow your footsteps on art and music? And
No, no. I mean, I'm very, very serious about letting them develop and be independent and be individual. Like I love it when they come and ask me something, but generally they don't want to hear from me. They just want me to support them. No, they're both great guitar players, both really good singers, really different. One plays country music, but really well. At 16, he's got a cowboy hat and he's singing away, and he's legit. He really feels it. And then the other one is much more like me. He loves the Deftones. He loves the Pumpkins. I've rediscovered the Pumpkins through him because he plays them all the time. And I love Billy and I love that band, but what a fantastic band. It's really been fun to listen to them a lot. And so I think it's essential as a father. Like we're like a wolf pack. I live with 3 boys. So when they're big enough to look out there and go out and be independent, I have to leave. I just watch them. I'm ready to help, but they have to figure it out. So I keep away from them to a little bit with their stuff they're doing with the music. I'll tell you a funny story. We're in Italy this last summer, and my 16-year-old kid. I took two acoustics there because I thought I'm going on tour right after. So I got to practice, keep my fingers there, and one guitar, that's enough for three of us. But those two played guitar the whole time. So one evening after being there like a week, I go into the main room and everyone's like, they've been from the beach and relaxing before dinner. There's no one there. I get a nice cold beer and I see a guitar is there in the corner. I say, fantastic. Finally, so I start playing a song, an acoustic song, because I haven't played it. My fingers have been swimming, so I start playing, and my 16-year-old son walks up to me, goes, "Hey, do you need any help with that?" I was like, "No, I need to practice." What do you mean? If I'm fluffing, because I probably wasn't playing it that well or something. So they're very natural. They're good, better guitar players than I was at that age. They're they take to it more naturally, I think.
That's cool. So we are running out of time. I just have one more question. You've been here last time 5 years, 6 years ago. And what are your memories of the country?
My memory of the country, and I also shot a movie. I shot a movie in Sao Paulo, and in Rio actually. Um, so I've had a lot of time or enough time in Brazil. I just love the warmth of the people. I love the feijoada. I like the spirit that the audiences. Of course, as I said at the beginning, it's everybody. It's like it's the Oscar of ceremonies coming to Brazil to play. Those loud crowds. People. It's all emotion, and so that's why it relates to me. I feel very, very, very excited to come there, and I can't wait.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much for your time. Thanks for your music, and you're really kind. I hope you have a really, really good time in Brazil again. Thank you very much.
Thank you
And
so much.
keep safe there.
Okay, thank you.